Hello and welcome back to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. So if you guys remember, we were talking about the Australian Journal of General Practice latest edition, and in that we were talking about the article called Pharmacotherapy or Medicines for the Management of Overweight and Obesity. We also know that overweight is the BMI between 25 to 30 and obesity means any BMI more than 30. So I have already gone through the previous paragraphs, so we're not going to repeat that, but I'm going to just then go through the other ones that we haven't been through. So it says, unfortunately, pharmacotherapy for chronic weight management is not subsidized under the Pharmaceutical Benefit Scheme or PBS, and financial implications limit uptake of obesity modifying medication for many Australians. Then they have given a table that outlines the current pharmacotherapy available for the management of overweight and obesity in Australia and the estimated cost per month. So basically, if I want to summarize what has happened before that is, it said that basically what happens is, though lifestyle intervention is the mainstay of obesity management, however, behavioral modification alone produces only modest results, and attempts to create a negative energy balance are offset by a biological response to maintain weight. So basically, the body fights when you try and lose the weight. So only diet and exercise are not going to be helpful if your BMI is more than 27. It ideally should be combined with medications, and medications alone are not going to be sufficient either. So lifestyle modification, which means diet and exercise, along with medications, they all three make a very important treatment strategy for obesity or being overweight. So it says that pharmacotherapy is indicated as an adjunct for those living with obesity, which is body mass index more than 30, and or those who are overweight, body mass index more than 27, and with at least one weight-related complication, including type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, metabolic-associated fatty liver disease, obstructive sleep apnea, and osteoarthritis, because these are all the complications related to obesity. It can be used as an adjunct to lifestyle modification, and including energy restriction and increased physical activity. So diet, exercise, and medications. Weight loss of around 5 to 15% has been shown to improve and prevent progression of obesity-related comorbidities, with greater weight loss resulting in more substantial improvements in complications and quality of life. Now, then we have got the table that I'm talking about, and what are the medications that we have at this stage available. So, number one is semaglutide or Wegovy. Semaglutide, known as Ozempic, is for diabetes management, which is under PBS for diabetics, type 2 diabetics, but this one is semaglutide, which is approved for overweight and obesity. That's Wegovy, which is again a private medication. So expected weight loss with Wegovy is 10 to 15%, and mechanism of action is it is a GLP-1 analog. Why can't I basically, I can't expand this one, but I have it. I will tell you about the cost in my other I'll just tell you the names this time, and then I'll tell you in my next podcast. So basically, semaglutide or Wegovy cause expected weight loss is 10 to 15%. And it comes in the doses. It starts off with 0.25 milligram and can go up to 2.4 milligram. So 2.4 is the highest dose, 0.25, then 0.5, then 1, 1.7, and 2.4. This is an injection, which is once a week injection. Then we've got tirzepatide or Mounjaro, which is which has actually got the dual action. It is GLP-1 agonist as well as GIP agonist. And with this, the expected weight loss is around 15 to 20%. So around 5 to 10% more than Wegovy. So it's better in weight loss. And it starts off with 2.5 milligram weekly and goes up to 15 milligram. Okay, so these are the 2 injections. Then it doesn't talk about liraglutide, but we do have liraglutide or Saxenda as well available in the market, which is a daily injection, and that's its inconvenience basically. Then we have got a combination of phentermine and topiramate. So Duramine, as I've already spoken about it, oral medication. Now, if it's combined with topiramate, the results they say are actually better. So 4 to 6% is the result. Topiramate is one of the anti-epileptic medications which can also be used for migraine prevention, and now its new use is in weight loss as well. Then we have got Contrave, which is a combination of naltrexone and bupropion. And this is the weight loss expected with this one is 4 to 5%, which is almost the same as phentermine and topiramate in combination. So phentermine and topiramate in this new journal is actually in combination. So when we'll read about it later, we'll get to know that why have they combined Duramine with Topamax, and why have they not spoken about Duramine as separate medication. It's interesting, right? Then as I said, we've got Contrave, and then the last one is Orlistat. Orlistat is a new medication for me. It says 2.9 to 8.5% weight loss, and I believe this one is this one needs to be taken 3 times a day, and I believe this is a tablet, if I'm not wrong. Okay, we'll come to it. So this chart is missing liraglutide, which is Saxenda. But it has a new medication which is Orlistat, which is 3 times a day, and this has also combined Duramine with topiramate. Interesting. So in my next video podcast, we'll be going through all the medications one by one. Alrighty, see you guys next time.